Good morning, everyone, and happy Easter! It is Easter Sunday. It's one of the best days of the year in all of church, and I'm so excited to celebrate it with you. So if you remember, last Sunday we talked about the triumphal entry, which was Jesus riding into the city of Jerusalem on a donkey, and everyone waved their palm branches and put them down in front of the donkey, and we're celebrating. And that was Palm Sunday, and Palm Sunday is always the Sunday before Easter Sunday. And then in between Palm Sunday and Easter Sunday, we celebrate Maundy Thursday with, that's the day that Jesus celebrated the Last Supper with his disciples. That's where we get communion from. And you may have participated on Maundy Thursday in our Seder meal that we did. We had some boxes you could pick up with your family and do like a mini Passover with Pastor Tim online. So maybe you did that. It's something we like to do every year. And then Friday is Good Friday. And we remember on Good Friday how Jesus died on a cross. And then Jesus was in the tomb for 3 days. He was buried for 3 days. And then on Easter Sunday, Jesus is resurrected, which is a fancy word for saying he was raised from the dead. God raised Jesus from the dead, and Jesus is alive. And it's the reason we celebrate Easter, and it's just amazing, isn't it? So I have our Bible storybook here. Today's story is on the resurrection. So let's read it. Want to? All right, here's our Bible story. You can see some women running from the tomb. And who did they see? Jesus. So let's read about what happened. The chapter is called Resurrection, and it's from Matthew chapter 28, verses 1 through 10. 3 days after Jesus was killed, 2 of Jesus' followers, Mary Magdalene and Mary, went to the tomb where Jesus was buried very early in the morning. The flowers in the garden smelled sweet, but the followers were too sad to notice. A strong earthquake shook the ground, and the followers saw an angel from heaven. The angel moved the giant stone away from the entrance to the tomb and sat on it. The angel said, "Don't be afraid. I know you are looking for Jesus, but he isn't here. Jesus is alive." The angel said, "I have come to tell you to go to the rest of Jesus' followers. Tell them that Jesus has risen to life." Mary Magdalene and Mary were excited, scared, and happy to hear the angel. They ran down the garden path to tell the disciples. Suddenly, the women ran into Jesus. Mary Magdalene and Mary kneeled down to worship Jesus. Jesus said, "Do not be afraid. Go to the rest of my followers and tell them to meet me in Galilee." What do you think of our Bible story today? Isn't it amazing? I have a wonder question here for us this week. And the question is, I wonder, how did Mary Magdalene and Mary feel when they saw Jesus? That's a good question to think about, isn't it? How would you have felt? How do you think they felt? They were some of his really good friends. Maybe think about it or talk about that question with some of the people who live with you. How do you think that the women felt when they saw Jesus? Okay, I'm excited to share with you today's craft because it is about a butterfly. And we have been following along with our caterpillars for weeks, and they are butterflies now, and we're going to see them later. I'm excited to show this to you. But our craft is also a butterfly for Easter. So I emailed a picture of this butterfly to your parents or the people who live with you, and I have posted it on social media, so you can print it off from there. You may already have it printed off, and if you haven't or you didn't see that or whatever, you can draw a butterfly or have someone draw one for you and follow along or something. But you'll need this butterfly sheet, ideally, or a picture of a butterfly that you can draw on. And then if you're doing this activity with this butterfly, you will also need scissors, and then you will need something to color with. So I picked colored pencils, but you may pick markers or crayons, whatever you have. So the reason that we talk about butterflies around Easter is because they are symbols of resurrection and new life, because they start out as caterpillars and then transform into butterflies. Okay, so the first step with your butterfly is you want to color it. And obviously you can color it whatever colors you want. But that's the first step. So I'm going to color mine and you color yours, and then we'll come back and do the next part when we're finished, okay? All right, I finished my butterfly. Did you finish yours? If you haven't finished yet, pause this video and finish up your butterfly. But if you have finished it, we're ready to move on to the next step. So you need your scissors for this part. And we're going to cut around the outside outline of the butterfly. And then we have some more pieces to cut on the inside part. So cut out the outside and then come back and we'll cut out the inside. I'll tell you about what to cut out on the inside. Okay, so by now your butterfly should be cut out. You may need someone to help you cut out like around the head, the bottom of it, because it was kind of tricky for me. And the next part might be even trickier. So if you haven't got someone to help you yet, you might need someone, and that is okay. We're going to cut out the inside lines as well. So we're not going to cut it completely out. You can see the dotted lines. We're not going to cut on that line. We're just going to cut on the inside lines. And I'll show you a trick to doing that. You fold your butterfly wing till the tip of the inside line is on the line of your fold, and then you can make a cut there on that line. Ooh. And that'll give you some, you see how it's stuck out now? I don't know why the light is so bad. There, you can see how it's stuck out, so you can get your scissors in and then you can keep cutting the rest of that part. So do that for all 4 wings and slowly cut out your inside line so it starts looking like this. But remember, don't cut it all the way out. Don't cut on the dotted line, just the black lines. Okay, so do that, and then we'll do the next part. Okay, so by now we've cut the inside lines of our butterfly out, and we just have one more step. See the dotted lines that we did not cut out? We're going to fold our butterfly on those lines, the inside part of the butterfly and the outside part. And then you're going to do the same thing on the other side, on the other dotted lines. Fold it across the dotted line, both wings, and then you might want to kind of bend the head as well. I don't know. And then you can see what we've got. It's a 3D butterfly, and it's so beautiful. A 3D Easter butterfly. So you can hang this up somewhere. It'd be really pretty if you hung it from the ceiling or something. or hung it on a doorknob, or you could stick it to a window and it would be really pretty against the glass. I don't know, there's so many things you can do with it. You can also fly it around because look how pretty it looks when you, let's see, there. When you fly it, look how wavy it looks. A lot like a real butterfly, doesn't it? So pretty. So here's our 3D butterfly Easter craft. And when you finish with this, when we finish with our Sunday school lesson, you can go find someone who lives with you and you can tell them all about the butterfly and why the butterfly is such a good Easter symbol, because it symbolizes what? Resurrection and new life. So after this lesson is over, you can tell someone about your craft and today's lesson. So today was such an exciting day, wasn't it? We got to learn about the resurrection story and celebrate that Jesus is alive. And we got to make an awesome butterfly craft to remind us of Jesus' resurrection and that God makes all things new, the new life we can have in Christ. So many good things about Easter that we love to celebrate every year. It's such a special day. I hope that you are able to join us later for worship, either in person at 9:30 outside in the parking lot. There will be a lot of special things happening there, including a butterfly release. Our butterflies that we've been watching this whole, however long it's been, 6 weeks or something, they are out of their chrysalises and we are going to release them for Easter. And then at 10:30 in the online service, I'll be releasing butterflies there as well. So if you join us for any of our worship services today, you will definitely catch a butterfly release. Also, I know I keep talking about the butterflies, and y'all must be wondering where they are, dying to see them, and I don't blame you. They are all out of their chrysalises, and they're ready to be released today in our church services. You want to see them? Here they are. Do you see them? Here's my cat. He also really likes the butterflies. See all of them? They're flying around. They're so ready to be out into the world. They're going to be released today during our Easter services. It'll be a very special time. But can you believe these were once those little baby caterpillars and now they're this big? It's the most amazing thing. So be sure to catch the church services later, either online and in person, so you can see them when they get released. That is all I have for today. I hope that you enjoyed today's Sunday school lesson on Jesus' resurrection, and I hope that you just really enjoy the rest of your beautiful Easter Sunday, celebrating that Jesus is alive and maybe doing some fun things if you do Easter traditions with your family. I hope that you just have a really great day today. It's a day to celebrate. I love you all so much, and I will see you next week. We're talking about some things that happen after the resurrection. A lot of New Testament stories that you may or may not have heard yet. So stay tuned for that. They'll be really good. I love you all. Have a great week. Happy Easter. Jesus is alive. Amen. I'll see you next time. Bye.